If you were looking for a quick tutorial on how to sublimate onto a t-shirt, then stay tuned. You won't want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to sublimate onto a t-shirt. This is assuming you already have your design and you have your sublimation printer all set up. If this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Now we're taking our t-shirt. This is a large sublimation compatible, which means that there is a percentage of polyester in this t-shirt so that we are able to sublimate onto it. There will be links down in the description below for all the products I end up talking about here in this video. Most importantly is the sublimation ink that we use, which is a Best Printers brand, which is the only brand that we trust here on this channel to do our sublimation prints. Okay, step number one, once we have all our materials, is we want to put some parchment paper within the inside of the t-shirt so it fits in between the front and the back of the shirt. This is going to allow us to actually sublimate onto the t-shirt without it bleeding through to the other side. Very important. Also helps with some heat resistance as well. And so we want to get that set up. And once that is set up, we will want to actually heat up the area of the t-shirt where we will be sublimating onto. We want to do about 15 seconds at about 385 degrees. The specific heat press I'm using actually has an app that directs me on what I need to heat up and for what amount of time. When I'm actually doing the sublimation paper, it's about 45 seconds at this temperature. So now we are moving on to the actual design that is already printed onto our sublimation paper. Again, using Best Printers sublimation ink. The way that we actually printed the design is so that the image is facing forward, and there's a specific way to do that. If you need more tips on how to get to this point, there are some videos in the playlist on this channel entitled Sublimation. Of course, on top of the sublimation paper, we want to put parchment paper down, and then we will begin the actual heating process. Keep in mind, I'm doing 385 degrees for about 45 seconds, and that should be enough to actually get the sublimation totally transferred onto the t-shirt. Okay, so we have a final result here, and you have a quality t-shirt that you can wear now with this design, and of course any design that you would like. There are a lot of different websites online that you can find different designs, or maybe you are a graphic designer and you can design your own t-shirts. Now I'm actually doing a double-sided design here. So I want this pumpkin to be on the back side of this t-shirt. So on the front, pumpkin patch, and on the back, an actual pumpkin. The coloration on the pumpkin is a little bit different, but we're going with this. And getting the image centered and doing all of that work, you see that I have a cut right there on the sublimation paper. That was because of some residue of additional ink that spilled on there. Didn't want that to get on the t-shirt. But same process here. Heat up the t-shirt again. Follow that step, and then we move on to doing the actual 45 seconds of 385 degrees heat pressed onto the t-shirt, and we have our final result here. You see that there is no breakage, there's no fading. This is how the image should come out. Should look even better on the t-shirt than it does on the actual sublimation paper. All right, and now we are ready for the fall season. I'm going to throw in an additional sublimation project that I did here. This is a design that has some darker colors, a little bit more detail, and so I'm going to throw this on to a different t-shirt. Now you'll see here that the image is flipped. Once again, you want to make sure always that your measurements, everything is correct when it comes to actually doing this. You may need to practice a little bit to get to this point. If you're watching this video and this is your first time sublimating onto a t-shirt, there is some trial and error, and there's a little bit of practice that is needed to get really good at this. As you can see, I forgot to put on my parchment paper. That's not the end of the world, but please remember to use parchment paper. This was just a mistake on my end, and I should not have done this. Now, I moved the heat a little bit because the design was a little bit bigger, so that is allowed. You can move the heat around if you have a bigger design. Now, if you have bigger than 8.5 by 11 paper, that's going to be probably you will need a different type of heat press that is larger. All right, so I really hope this video was a good visual for you to see how to actually sublimate onto a t-shirt. If this video was helpful, once again, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.